It's the third game with Orlando Magic. Yep. Third game.
And we see the Hawks ready to get to work. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Dallas Mavericks come in for this one. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg welcoming you to...
Jose Cullen. Oh wait, it's Dallas Mavericks. Oh, man. Whole time I kept thinking it was Orlando Magic.
Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Calderon. Passed it.
Come on, Jenkins. Shoot it. Oh my days, he's trash.
5 to shoot. Scott with a screen on Ellis. Cool Hands passes to Scott. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Oh my days, shoot
Here
it.
we are
Oh.
in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season.
What is that?
Taking a look at Miami. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Atlanta, 7 games back.
Well, right now for the Hawks, they've been totally out of sync at the beginning of this season. They still haven't found their identity. They don't know who they are and what they do best.
I have no idea what they are either, Clark. I mean, this is a team that really is just kind of hard to figure out. And I think they may have to make some changes to try to get themselves going.
Jose Calderon out of Spain is a terrific playmaker and shooter. He's not a guy who's going to put up big numbers, but you give him the keys to your offense, he's going to make a lot of good things happen for you.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Wow, Millsap, you trash.
As good as he is offensively, Steve, you have to manage his matchups defensively.
Yeah, especially in today's NBA.
Oh, what pass? Whoa.
Deadly, and I think it's true. Calderon sometimes is at the mercy
That's a
of the
crazy
fastest
pass.
point guards in the league, but he can really play. He does an awful lot of good things out on the floor.
Into Millsap, they get a hand on it. Cool Hands passes.
Oh my days.
Come
on, Millsap.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Ellis kicks to Calderon. The feed to Crowder. His 3-pointers off the mark.
No.
He had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Calderon dishes to right. Ellis with it. Now defended by Scott. Here's James. Sinks the 15-footer.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching, Kevin.
Oh, what?
Thank you.
What a block.
Calderon passes to right and stolen by Scott.
Calderon.
The Hawks.
Oh, dang.
Ahead. And the pass to Cool Hands.
Oh, no. What is he doing?
Back to Scott. From
Smash cut.
The shot, no good. And
Nice
it's
Scott.
the other way. They're moving on after the
Oh my days, trash.
at the hands of the Warriors.
What is this
They just
team?
couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them.
Come on, Jenkins.
They have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Wright kicks to Ellis. Ellis off a pick from James. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Ellis. Sweet little floater. Ellis has got 18 points.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
And as we conclude,
this Saturday, November 30th.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Carter. Wayne Ellington is out there with Devin Harris. Then there's Blair, and it's Dallenberg in at the center position. And it's Harris off the drive. Ellington dishes to Harris. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by Williams.
Well, Mike Budenholzer, you know, the new coach of the Hawks, spent 19 years with the
Oh, what? Seriously?
17 as an assistant. Well, you can ask for a better teaching ground than that.
Into Horford. And the layup falls. Horford's got 4
Pass.
points in the quarter.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Ellington, the pass to Carter. In low to Dallenberg. And it's good. And the Mavericks lead by 14. And back to Budenholzer, who was with the Spurs for 19 years. Steve, the Spurs, the winningest team in pro sports over the last 15 years.
Yeah, I'm glad that Budenholzer has finally gotten his chance. I played for him for 4 seasons. He's a guy who loves the game. He's very dedicated, hard worker, and has learned from probably the best coach in the NBA during his time in San Antonio.
And it's Harris off the drive.
Come on.
Here's Cool Hands. Brand, a screen on Harris. In low to Brand. No good. Great D that time from Blair.
Come on, Brand.
Oh, he's off a loss to Houston.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend like they should have, and once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
Into Horford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, I don't get caught up in whether Horford is a power forward or center. All I know is he can ball, and his skill set allows him to be productive and consistent.
And Horford, a great combination of skill, Steve, and toughness.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players in the league. Just such a high skill level, but tough. He rebounds, he defends well. He can guard either the power forward or center position. And a winner. Remember, he won 2 NCAA championships at Florida.
That drive by Carter, Blair. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Hey, there was no question about it. Everybody knew DeJuan Blair had talent when he came into the NBA, but people were scared off because he had no ACLs in his knees. A valid reason if you look at it from that standpoint, but he continues to prove that the track is wrong by still being in the league.
Here's Cool Hands. In low to Brand. And the rebound goes to
Dallenberg. Come on. Oh.
Dallenberg's got 3 rebounds now in this one. That's good. Ellington's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
In low to Brand. And stolen by Blair. Pushing it up. Here's
wow, Brand. What is that?
Carter with the assist. Ellington's got his second bucket of the night.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into that one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Leto's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks leading by 19 points. And for DeJuan Blair, it started to become difficult for him to carve out minutes with all the front-court talent the Spurs have.
Yeah, now on a new team, getting a better opportunity. And you know his rebounding ability will always been there. That's something that translated directly from his days at Pittsburgh. But
nice.
His health stand up. Can his knees hold up? If they do, he's a very valuable player.
Here's Larkin. Screen by Dallenberg for 3, Ellington. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Ellington.
What's pass?
That's good.
What?
Here's Larkin. Green by Dallenberg. 3-pointer Ellington, and he gets the bucket. Ellington's got 7.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Picked by Horford. Cool hands, passes to Horford. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Passes it to Lito. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Cool Hands, defended by Larkin.
What?
Stolen by Blair. And here we go. And here we
How
go.
did that pass?
A big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, there you
That
go.
pass 10
One team
back.
operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
That's good. And 12 points for Horford.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
The pass to Lito. Screen by Dallenberg.
Oh my days.
No good from Lito.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent, the result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
And that one's good. Cunningham's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
And the Mavericks
What?
time here.
Oh.
Last time they met was in Dallas.
I didn't like the
What
defensive
happened there?
game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they with that, Steve.
Oh.
They dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make
Such
the
a
changes
far
they should
pass.
have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments.
Left him open.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
And I think Doris Burke
Oh, come on.
right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. Horford was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach turned to the team in the huddle and said, quote, "Tonight he's going to be the player that carries us. Let's start getting him more touches." Being in the position they're in,
Pass.
probably a smart move to go to the
And
clipboard and switch
almost
things
assist,
up
come
while
on.
we're still in the first half.
Make it aim for
And
points.
thank you, Doris. Dallas leading by 22. Pass to Lito. Kicks it to Blair. Here's Larkin. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Crowder on nothing.
Oh my god, it is crowded.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Millsap a screen.
Easy.
Oh, get it! Watch out now.
Finally can aim for some points. Come
I'll tell you
on,
what,
get
it was a
10
good
points.
look that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth
Damn it.
sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
You know, so many games are
Let's get some
decided by
points.
which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Oh, what a block.
Crowder, and he recovers it. And a chance here to check out the all-time single-season leaders in a
Walking
6-4
legends.
game. The Utah Jazz.
Oh.
John Stockton, the featured player.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas.
And Stockton, too good.
This is one of those stats where you have to credit the teammates, too. You got to have shooters and finishers to complete the play. And those two, of course, played on some great NBA teams.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Right, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And it's Ellis in for Wayne Ellington. Calderon kicks to Ellis. He feeds it to Blair. Pass to Lito. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Ellis penetrating. And he was fouled. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Monte Ellis has never been short on confidence, and last year he went as far as comparing himself to Dwayne Wade, saying the only difference between them is that Wade has rings. That's a pretty big difference, though.
And the Hawks making a change here. Jenkins checked in. Scott with a screen on Calderon. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Jenkins. Jenkins got 5 now.
As opposed to the first quarter, they're doing a much better job from behind the arc here in the second. They're starting to heat up a little bit, percolate from behind that three-point line, and as a result, they're chipping away at that lead.
Lito, the pass to Blair. And the shot.
Oh, how did he get that in?
Blair's got 7 points.
Oh, he's big.
And you talk about the talent and confidence for Monte Ellis. Steve, what's the balance between confidence and like overconfidence?
Well, I think the balance is in your decision making, and that's the trickiest thing for really talented young players to figure out. It's just when to attack.
Come on, Williams.
Back off a little bit. That's all stuff that just comes with experience.
Oh, what are you doing, Milsa? Trash.
Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Horford comes in for Paul Millsap.
No, no, what did I just do?
Dallas making a switch here. Carter's check.
5 turnovers. Bloody hell. Oh, look at that.
Unhindered, going all the way.
Look at that pass.
A nice shot by T.
Come on.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Dallas leading by 22. Ellis dishes to Calderon. Back to Ellis. Out to Carter for the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open
false.
you're in big trouble.
Brand, good.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Calderon kicks to Carter. Back to Calderon. Right, left side. Ellis outside. Traps in the tray. Ellis has got 5 points.
No, 3-point shots.
Now they're not showing
Killing us.
too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Outside Teague. Into Horford. Misses the baby hook. The Maverick shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Out to Carter. Calderon passes to Blair. Good. Blair's got 13.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Calderon. That's good.
Oh, nice.
The lead there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Carter outside. Ellis outside. Inside. Out to Carter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Carter's on fire.
Back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6
So
seconds.
Teague passed the ball.
Teague, the pass to Cool
What is he
Hands.
doing?
6 on the shot clock. Back to Teague. He dishes it to Jenkins. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 4 assists now tonight. Here is Calderon. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet.
Damn, Carter's open. Oh.
But they'll get another chance. Ellis. And he hits a dominant
Serious.
first half of basketball.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for tuning into
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Atlanta, and a shot here from Atlantic Station extending over the high rises of Midtown. Where's that printed? Monte Ellis has been sensational.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect.
Yeah, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Cool hands in at point guard. John Jenkins is out there with Elton Brand. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And it's Ellis penetrating. Great D that time from Brand.
No, why are you passing the ball there?
Mavericks leading by 21. Carter dishes to Dallenberg. And Elton Brand pulls it down. Brand's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Cool Hands, defended by Carter. Cool Hands passes to Horford, uses the glass to finish the layup. Horford's got 5 points now this quarter.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be.
Oh, where's the defense?
That will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Atlanta's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game.
Hawks were pretty solid against the Western Conference, splitting the 30 games they played 15 and 15. And if you do that against the West, when you're an Eastern Conference team, usually you're going to make the playoffs, and the Hawks did as a 6th seed.
And the basket by Harris.
Pretty basket. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Horford with the screen on Harris. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Horford.
Oh, come on, Williams. Just shoot the ball.
Passing it around.
Oh, my days.
Here's Harris. Banked in off the glass.
I don't even know what to say.
Hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
And for the Hawks against the West, as Clark, you were talking about earlier, 15 and 15. Might sound ho-hum, but Steve was actually the 4th best record against the West of all teams in the East.
Well, look, the West, we know the more dominant conference. I think 15 and 15 is a pretty solid record for Atlanta. So they had a good showing last year against the West.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Cool Hands passes to Williams. Here's Cool Hands, guarded by Harris. On the wing, Williams feeds it to Horford. Good, great play by Williams to set it.
And Horford.
And it's now 23 points for Al Horford.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, the Mavericks have been a terrific franchise. Since the turn of the century, 11 straight 50-win seasons, 3rd longest streak in NBA history, culminating all with that NBA championship in 2011. But as much
Oh, come on.
enjoyed,
No, defense trash.
unusually willing to part with great players, whether Steve Nash or Tyson Chandler. And with the Mavs of late unable to attract the top free
What's that? We
agents
got?
cap space, some fans might be left wondering if perhaps they should have danced with the ones who brought them. Guys?
Interesting, Doris. Thanks. Williams for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Fair enough.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Harris outside. Ellis against Williams. Ellis kicks to Blair. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, what they love to use him for, guys, is setting picks, because he's a big, strong player who takes up a lot of space, and he understands his role.
Yeah, you know, it makes sense to take advantage of his size and strength. You need to use that. And I think he takes some pleasure in putting his shoulder in there as somebody. He likes to lay the wood on those guys trying to come through.
Williams passes to Cool.
Oh, come on, pass the ball. Trash.
Horford with a screen on Ellis. Brand left side. Shot's good. Brand
Nice.
well.
They're looking significantly better now, but still a long way to go to get all the way back into this.
Well, at least the effort's there now. It had been sorely lacking early.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. There was no question what he was most concerned with, their lack of interior defense so far. Protect the rim. That's the priority. Quote, unquote. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Cool hands passes to Millsap.
Come on, Millsap, shoot it. Learn to shoot.
This is DeBrand. Can't hit. Some solid defense there from Blair.
A lot of high hopes for Elton Brand to revive his dominant ways with the move to Dallas, but he sunk further away from what he once was. And hey, this is what happens. You get older, your play starts to suffer a little bit.
Williams fires. Rebound
Easy.
by Ellis.
Oh my gosh, Williams.
Mavericks leading
Open.
over to the left wing. Here's Harris. Blair trying to get open. That's good from Harris on the assist from Monte Ellis.
I mean, what are you going to do defensively? He can just rise up and bang down a three ball like that, and they get such separation with the height advantage.
As you said, with Brand at career lows across the board, and his statistics largely due to the lack of minutes he played. But that was in part, I think, of how inefficient he was at times, too.
And I think Brand will still be able to contribute to a team, but I think it'll be as a role player, and I agree with Steve on that. Certainly, I don't think we'll see him do 20 and 10 as he was. He was a 20-10 guy for a long time earlier in his career.
Brand checked in for Dallas.
Is that pass?
The drive. And it's blocked by Cunningham. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Al Horford on top.
Boy, he's just a dominant presence in the low post. He gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get into good position down low before he actually catches the ball.
And I like the way his game.
Oh my gosh, what my passing.
I mean, he'll change it up from game
Trash.
to game as long as he's still able to get high percentage shots.
17 assists, but still.
The dish to D'Alembert. Wright trying to break free. A shot by D'Alembert, no good. Here's Cool Hands on the wing. Williams. Will it go? Count the bucket. Williams has got 14.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Here's Ellis. And the shot is long.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Harris.
Oh, I should have got that still.
Ellis off a pick from D'Alembert. The drive by Ellis. Harris, right side. Got a piece of it.
Oh, what
Williams passes to Cool Hands. Back to Williams. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Ellis. Millsap a screen on Harris. To the right side.
Okay. Should have shot it. Should have shot it. Do not hesitate.
Hawks need to get off a shot here. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
How about we take a look at some of the numbers for Ellis? Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. He's averaging 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he leads the way for them in the scoring department.
And you know, it's easy to see why, too. I mean, with the way he's always attacking with the ball on offense, wow.
Mavericks making a switch here. Blair's checked in. The pass to Lito. Here's Larkin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He kicks it to D'Alembert. That's good.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Picked by Horford. Cool Hands passes to Millsap, and he banks in the layup. Millsap's got 8.
I think he's
Bad pass, not even an assist. What?
You know, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
Screen by D'Alembert. Here's Ellington. can't capitalize on the good pick.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially.
Ah, my days.
Here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Here is Cunningham.
What is that pass? I swear. Jeez, this team.
Poke loose.
Pass it, pass it, pass it, or don't pass it.
Picked by Horford. Cool hands passes to Horford. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Come on. One more assist.
The second
Come
he
on.
got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done. It was a rough year for the Mavs and their fans. The first time since 2012 the Mavericks found themselves out of the playoffs. A big reason why was they couldn't get the wins they needed on the road.
6 to shoot. Larkin kicks to Blair. And he floats in for the easy two.
The charts.
The Hawks trail by 21. And back to the Mavs, 17-24 record.
Oh, come on. Oh my gosh.
You know, one of the reasons why they were only a 500 team on the season at 41-41.
And even though going 500 isn't a bad year for most, it is when you're the Dallas Mavericks and you're used to
I've
playing
got 10 turnovers.
This was the first time in a long time, in forever, that the Mavs
Oh,
didn't end up in the
wow.
playoffs.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the
They got
turnovers
20.
they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Larkin, the pass to Blair. Here's Larkin.
Give me that ball.
Fast break, here they come.
Oh, Cunningham, what are you doing?
Cool hands. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game.
Oh, Schroeder's so trash. He's actually whack.
There, but overall, they're getting outworked on the glass.
Steve, I think that's what you'd expect, seeing what the score is. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's Cool Hands. Into Al Horford. And he uses the glass on the way. Horford's got 14 points here in the second half.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Larkin kicks to Dallenberg. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Samuel Dallenberg out of Haiti, guys, 6'11" with long arms. That size makes him a fearsome rebounder and shot blocker, and also a pretty good offensive rebounder.
Boss.
And Dallenberg not just rebounder defender. He can give you some scoring as well. And last season, Steve, perhaps his best offensively.
Well, he's an underrated shooter from mid-range, and I think he came into the league pretty raw, but now that he's in his 30s,
What?
he's really improved that shooting stroke, something that most players do over the course of their careers because of all the work they put in.
Millsap a screen. Cool hands passes to Jenkins. Ice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Teague inside the line.
10.
In Atlanta again with the bucket.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
Larkin kicks to Blair. Now Dallenberg. Calderon for 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Mavericks lead by 20. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And let's go back to a terrific pass that
a lot of minutes.
Our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it was a great look, and it set up a 3-point basket. Scanned the perimeter, found his teammate in space, and put the pass right on the money.
On the floor for Dallas, Carter is out there with Blair. Then there's Calderon. Then it's Dallenberg. And it's Ellis in at the shooting guard. Here's Cool Hands out to the wing.
Oh, just Teague. Why don't you just shoot it?
Millsap a screen on Calderon. Cool Hands passes to Williams. Teague for three.
Missed.
Shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Calderon dishes to Ellis.
Oh, what?
And he
Floater.
gets it to go.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Here's Cool Hands. Outside Teague.
Oh, come on, Teague.
Off target from three-point range. Knocks it loose. Calderon with it. Now guarded by Cool Hands. Blair, the screen. Calderon kicks to Ellis. D'Alembert sets a screen for Ellis. Carter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Anytime you see Vince Carter and you start thinking about how he was as the undisputed dunk king in years gone by, but as his spring and lift has been grounded, he's made up for it in other ways and has really improved as a defender.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. James checked in for D'Alembert. Wright comes in for DeJuan Blair. And it's Crowder and for Ellis. Lito's checked in for Vince Carter. Inside.
What is that throw?
Ellis takes possession.
What?
And Steve, going back to Clark, he really took the league by storm back with Toronto.
Oh,
Still an
gosh.
NBA player with great quality.
Yeah, he can do a little bit of everything, Kevin. Not the explosive guy that he once was, but he's always been a skill player with his long-range shooting, his ball handling, good passer. That's why he's still hanging around and still making a contribution here in the NBA.
And
Oh my days. How did he let go of the ball?
no one near him. And that one's
Bad.
good. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Calderon. The feed to Scott.
Oh, Scott. Oh, you're trash, Scott. You're trash.
It's stolen by Calderon. 4-on-3 break. Poked away.
They can run.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Carroll, and there's the call.
Oh, nice.
The official
Cancel
will
assist.
count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Atlanta. The pass to Lito. To the inside. James, no good.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Schroeder, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Dallas usually does well against the Eastern Conference, and even in a year when they were struggling, that still was the
I'm
case.
sure there's
The
trash
Mavs
this
posted a
game.
500 or better record against every division in the Eastern Conference.
Dallas did finish 41 up and 41 down in the year, with 17 of those wins coming, Steve, against the East. Not a bad mark for him.
And you'll remember last season, it was in March when the Mavs started gaining a lot of ground and
Oh my
got
days.
themselves into playoff contention.
This
And
trash
a lot
team.
of those wins that month came against Eastern Conference teams.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
They recover it.
Scott got blocked.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of
No.
7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And here's what's upcoming now for the Hawks. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Boy, some really good matchups, and that San Antonio Spurs game definitely one to be checking out.
Kicks to Carroll. Cool Hands passes to Corver. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Calderon. 5 to shoot. Scott, good.
How about the delivery in the lane, just perfectly done.
It's been all Mavericks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded closely. Back to Wright. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. To the middle. Here's Carroll. Can't get it to go. Excellent D that time from Wright. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And Atlanta has possession. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Feeds to Korver. He dishes it to Scott.
Scott, you're trash.
Puts it up from 12.
Oh.
And that one's good. Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Come on, Calderon, stop him.
And he banks in the layup.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Here's Cool Hands. Here's Carroll. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Look at that,
Put
26.
that lead pass in perfect position
Still not
for his
first.
teammate.
Knocked away.
Come on.
Calderon with it. Now defended by Schroeder. Calderon, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
There's the pick. Cool Hands passes to Schroeder.
How did he get to that?
Now here's Calderon. Not a lot of room. James with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint.
turnovers.
Defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Down low. Here's Scott, and he banks in the layup.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Calderon dishes to James. Castellito. And he makes the 8-footer. Lito's got 10 points here in the second half. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cool Hands. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's Carroll. Comes up empty off the pick.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
That's good. Lito's got 22.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up their guys. The defense just couldn't recover in time.
Yeah, the D pretty much went brain neutral on that one, Clark. Wouldn't
Yes,
you?
sir. I like that phrase.
Yeah, I don't use that phrase very often, but to me, that's what happened. He shifted the brain into neutral.
Yes, he did.
That was embarrassing.
Sweet little floater. Lito's got 12 now in this quarter.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
Here's Cool Hands
I have no pass it.
to the paint.
Oh my, what? How?
Now here's Calderon. Defense right on him. And Wright kicks to Calderon. Back to Wright. That ball's nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And the shot is good.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that.
Oh, one more till
first
30.
half,
Come on.
but, he's got it rolling
Need
here a
that for
little bit in the
30.
second.
Oh my, that game is.
Rebound Atlanta. Here's Schroeder.
Oh, Schroeder, give me that thing.
The right spot.
Well, you knew he'd
In.
win that race. Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Calderon with it. He feeds it to James. Back to Calderon. And he banks in the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field
Did
goals
he
have come
get
from
off?
inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Easy buckets, guys, are best gotten in transition. The Hawks were very good in that department, and it's how they were able to be a playoff team even while losing the players that they did before last season.
Larkin, he's checked in for Dallas. And back to the Hawks, would end up 3rd overall in fast break points.
Larkin.
You know, Steve, as soon as they got a rebound, everyone knew to fill a lane, and they could certainly finish at the
How?
Well, they had a point guard who
This
really
guy
loved
needs
to
to
push
get
the
that
ball
in.
Jeff Teague. So that seemed to be the right strategy for this club. Of course, they've gone through a lot of changes in the offseason. I think they're in a situation where they're trying to grow. They added Paul Millsap, but this is more about the future than it is about the present.
Carroll with the 3. They get the rebound. Scott.
That was trash.
2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Scott's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Larkin. Knocked loose. Here we go, all alone. On up the court. And Carroll gets it to go.
Heads up play on both ends there.
Record
Transition
5 steals.
the
Yes.
steal and the quick push.
All
Steve,
steals.
that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
To the wing on the left. Lito, the pass to Larkin. Dishes it to Crowder. Clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Cool Hands. James covering. Horford with the screen on James. The kick out to Scott. Passes it to Cool Hands.
Let's go there.
There's a good screen. There's the dish to Carroll. Here's Schroeder. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just total obliteration.
Yeah, they're definitely not winning.
Mission accomplished.
All
now
about
for Dallas.
stats today.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Ellis. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
Jenkins, he's checked in for the Hawks. It's good. Nice touch there from Lito.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
They set the pick. Cool Hands passes to Jenkins. Hands it from downtown.
Kenny Jenkins.
This kind of run earlier in the game, it might have made a big difference.
You know, I think a big reason behind the run, Steve, is that they're not getting pressured as much by the defense now that the game's all but finished.
It's good. Nice touch there from
Oh,
And they're not finished yet.
Stop.
They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
20 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
my days, no deal.
Picked by Horford. Pass to Jenkins. Off target with his 3.
Oh, you open, Jenkins. Come on.
Here's Larkin. So we see the Mavericks taking the...
Jose, congratulations on the win.
You set your career high for steals tonight. Was that a concerted effort on your part or just a natural outcome of the way you played?
It was definitely a concerted effort. I felt the game tonight would be a perfect time to showcase my defensive skills. So I made it a point to get after the ball on defense as often as I could. I can be a defensive stopper just as much as I can be an offensive genius. A lot of people don't realize that, so I made sure tonight I showed them. Hope the message got through, because I'm not really sure I want to do that again.
Still not first team. What? Put me in the first team.
Greetings, passengers.
Washington
We have begun our descent into the Washington metro area. Thanks for flying with us, and enjoy your stay in the nation's capital.
Yeah, okay, some ball handling in. And that's all.